Hey my squids, prize winning squid here, and I am back with another tablet review for you guys. This time we're going to be going over the XPPen Deco M pen tablet. This is a pen tablet that you plug in directly to your computer, desktop, or your Android phone. We're going to check it out. It's a budget tablet. I'm not going to actually be in my artist studio this time. I bought this from a mini squid. We're going to go over to their room, check it out on their Mac Pro 2009, see how it works on that, see how it works with older hardware. We're going to check it on Android as well. We're going to see how it compares to an iPad Pro or an iPad as a drawing surface, or the Artist 22R Pro, and see if this is more within your budget for something that you want to do and how it works. It works a little bit differently than all those other devices. So let's go on over, let's check it out, unbox it, see what we got.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it now. XPPen has some super nice boxes, super clean. Getting the plastic off wasn't too big of an issue. Even though what is on the box, the black one, is not what's in the box, you can at least see what the tablet looks like. I'm going to go ahead and use this katana nail opener to get into the box because I couldn't do it with just my nails. So you can see that it offers the four different colors on the back there. You have the pink, green, blue, and black. Put your tools away, make sure. All right, get in the box. We went with the pink one, which I'm down for. I love pink. The mini squid loves pink as well. Pink is like one of my favorite colors, so we went ahead and got that one. It's packaged with XPPen's mascot on the front there, some different stuff that you always see on like electronic devices. So set that to the side. We have the stylus. You only get one stylus in this package, but honestly, I feel like you only really need one stylus unless you're gonna try to lose it. We have the warranty card. You have two quick starter guides here, and then you have the cables, the nibs, the nib remover, and you have two separate adapters. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just open this bad boy up. Nothing too crazy here. What you see is what you get, honestly. WYSIWYG. You know, just getting into it is it's nice. It feels good. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. So it feels solid. It's a solid device. You're gonna take this film off the front here, which for me tried to stick to me, and I'm not sure why. The actual surface of the tablet is matte, so it's real nice. This is not the Bluetooth version. There is a Bluetooth version that you can get. The buttons are super clicky as well. This one has a lanyard holder and then the USB-C adapter on the side there. That's what you're going to use to actually plug into the computer. The stylus is really light. It feels pretty much like the XPPen Artist 22R Pro version. The button on it is super clicky. It works two different ways. It doesn't have that separator like the Artist 22 stylus has, but you can push forward or back. That's two different buttons on there. It has the same kind of weight as an Apple Pencil, so it's not too light, not too heavy. Feels pretty nice. Writing with it is really nice. It's not very springy. That was a complaint that I saw with some other things, but it's not very springy. You do get these two different sets of quick starter guides here. One of them is going to be your Android guide, and one of them is going to be your normal guide. In the package, you're going to have the nib remover. That's this little dingle dangle right here to grab your nibs. You're going to have two different adapters. So you have a USB-A to USB-C adapter, and then you have a USB-A to, is that mini USB, I think, adapter. You have a ton of nibs, and then this is your power cable. You basically plug the one USB-C in into the tablet itself, and then the USB-A into whatever you need. I didn't have it in there solid at first, but once I pushed it all the way in, it's completely solid. It will not budge. So that is really nice. It is super solidly built. I am in love with this tablet. And then just putting the adapters on is super easy. Nothing too crazy. We're going to use the USB-C adapter actually for our Android test. All right, let's move over and do some software tests. As you can see, I already downloaded the software from XPPen's website. We're using the Mac Pro 2009. I will say that there has been some hackintosh done on it. Nothing too crazy. You can Google it yourself if need be. You can basically do anything that you need on this tablet. I looked at the light there to make sure that when you're actually moving the stylus, that light will blink so you'll know it's working. Other things that you can see here is in the work area, you can actually change some of these options. And I did complain about that a little bit later in this video, but I didn't mess with it here. I did a couple days later, went back, fixed some issues that I had here, but you can change how much of the work area on the tablet or the screen is affected by one or the other. You can identify monitors if you have a multiple monitor setup. Whatever you can do, you can basically make this tablet your entire world on this screen. It is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it works. Under the pen settings here, you can actually change anything that you need on the pen settings. You can customize the buttons forward and back, the right click, or the pen eraser. Up at the top, you'll notice where it says application. You can actually change everything by application basis. I have done this on my XPPen Artist 22R Pro, and it's wonderful. The buttons on the side are extremely clicky, and they also have dots on them, like Braille. So you can run your fingers over there, feel which button you're on, and click it. You can also buy stickers from XPPen, or you can make your own on there if you like to look down and know what you're clicking. Once you've made all your changes, make sure you click Save. All right, let's move over to the Android setup and demo. Setting up for Android, extremely easy. All you do is plug and play. As soon as I plugged it in, the phone started reading it and everything was good. Mini Squid uses IBIS Paint on their phone here and there. I've never used it, so I will be struggling with it, trying to figure out where things are and how things work. I did have to put the tablet in a vertical orientation just to kind of match up with how the phone was. I haven't done too much other testing with it. This isn't a method that I would personally use that often. It might be important for some other people, so it was something I wanted to test. It might be important for Mini Squid, so they'll probably test it and mess with it a little bit as they go on. But as you can see, I'm somewhat struggling to draw on this display and this device, only because I'm not very used to this setup. It feels very much like I have to go in and tweak it. I think that is going to be something that I will notice across both of the device types that I'm testing, is that I feel as if I'm going to need to tweak a lot of things, both in the programs I'm using and on the device itself, before I feel I can sit down and just go. It's not, while it's plug and play, it's not pick up immediately and go. But to be fair, a lot of these tablets aren't that. You will have to do a level of customization to get things very comfortable. I am extremely comfortable now, especially with my iPad that I've had for years, but I'm very comfortable with my Artist 22R Pro. It was something that I got a little bit ago, and I'm super comfortable with it now. So we're gonna move over to the Mac demo now. And what I had to do here was, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I imported settings from my other two devices. I'm feeling super comfortable sitting down. I'm just trying to do some quick sketching, see how it feels, maybe make some tweaks as I go. But this is nice. It does feel like you can sit down and kind of play with this a little bit as you're kind of exploring. And that wasn't something I thought I would be able to do. This is maybe 5-10 minutes after sitting down and really kind of getting everything imported and messing around and just feeling comfortable. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this for a second, and then I will come back with some final thoughts.
All right, so some final thoughts on this. As I said before, the only two pen tablets that I can compare this to that I've ever used were a Wacom Bamboo tablet from about 15 years ago and a Huion tablet that I couldn't get to work with my M1 MacBook Air, though it would work with my Android phone. So overall, I think this pen tablet is wonderful. I think it works for exactly what it needs to do. However, my qualms really only lie in its size. I feel like I can't make bigger strokes with this.
Hey Squids, future prize winning Squid here. There's actually a couple fixes that I did not implement during my initial review of this tablet that you can actually use to fix some of my issues. So one of the things that you can do is in the actual app, the app for the tablet itself, when you're under the work area, if you click on pen tablet, you can set the proportions of how you want the pen tablet to act. And in this place, you can make the drawing area smaller, but cover a wider space. Meaning that I can just do a flick with my wrist and that counts as me moving my whole arm. This is something that I typically don't do because, like I said, I'm drawing on an XPPen Artist 22 and I'm drawing on an iPad Pro. And they have pretty big screens, so I typically don't have to make these changes. But with something like this, it's going to be something that you're going to want to consider depending on your drawing style. Now, my mini Squid, they don't seem to have an issue with just using it by default. But for somebody like me, I needed to make those changes. Once I went back in about 24 to 48 hours after setting it up and doing my initial runs with it, I didn't tape it or anything, but I was able to get some better and cleaner looking images, and I wasn't struggling as much as I was on the initial setup. However, I do want to do a review sometime later on after maybe a half a year or so, and just check it out, see how it feels, and maybe even talk to the mini Squid and see how they feel after using it for a certain period of time. All right, anyway, let's go back to the rest of the review.
And though I know everything is fully customizable, I feel as if I'm slightly limited by the number of keys, only because I'm so used to Artist 22 Art Pro having so many keys on both sides, and the wheels. So there is some give and play that you would have to use the keyboard, I feel, in conjunction with this to be able to use it to its fullest capacity. Now, with all of that said, the fact that you can plug into your Android phone and it is immediately plug and play is probably one of the greatest things that I have ever seen. I love that, and I think that is going to make this thing a must-buy for a lot of people. I'm not sure how other pen tablets work in terms of Android or iPhone connectivity. I did not try this on my iPhone. I did try this on my mini Squid's Android. I didn't pull my old Android out, even though it's in the back over there, and I sometimes use it to test different things, but it was plug and play and it was immediate. I haven't used Ibis Paint, so I can't comment on the feature set there, but I was able to actually just start drawing immediately. Now, the drawings were rudimentary because there's a lot of things that I didn't know Ibis does and so on and so forth, but at least I could do something with it. As you can see, just like with the Artist 22 Art Pro, this is some of the best tech in terms of being able to plug in, download a driver, and customize everything to your potential or however you want. I didn't think that it would be as fully featured in the UI app as some of their higher end products, and it is. And I love that I can literally go between the two products and I know how to tweak things, I know where things lie, I can save things very, very easily. So I can see myself sitting down at the mini Squid's computer, being able to use it without breaking a sweat. Now, in terms of how does this compare to an iPad Pro and the Artist 22 Art Pro, I will say that I am completely biased that I enjoy having a screen underneath my hand, but that's not because I think that's the best way to draw. That's simply how I started when it came to digital art like this. However, I didn't have an issue drawing with my hand over here and looking at the screen like this because the sensitivity and where the cursor lies, where you can move it, feels very good, feels very natural. So there was not an issue in that way. But if you have an iPad or you have a pen display, using something like this might be slightly a limitation for you. You might have to do some adjusting, but I think that you could put it into your rhythm and in your flow if it's one of your daily drivers that you use. So I feel as if this is one of the places or one of the devices that you should grab if you're looking at jumping in. With all that said, you can't go wrong with any of these devices. Honestly, right now is the best time to get into art. and especially digital art. There's going to be always some level of cynicism in the world regarding art creation. But the point is, if you just get out there, make art, make it yourself, it's going to be good. No one style is better than the other. No one method is better than the other. Just get out there and create with your own hands. That's all that matters. Anyway, this has been the prize-winning Squid with another tablet review. Appreciate you guys watching all the way until the end. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have, thanks for joining the Calamari Calamity. If you guys have any questions, please jump into the comments. I really want to hear what you guys think about this, or answer any questions you guys might have while I play with it some more and the mini Squid kind of plays with it. Also, make sure that you guys are just out there just doing art, because art matters and you matter. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, I actually have a website now. It is artbytheprizewinningsquid.com. You can go there. It has all of my socials, has some of my gallery. You can actually get commissions and other things there. I'm going to have vlogs and some other video content on that website, so you guys can go there and kind of check it out. If you've also been trying to watch me on Twitch for the last couple of weeks while I was sick for about 2 weeks with the inability to actually talk without coughing hysterically, and I'm taking a short sabbatical only because I am working on a really big piece that I can't work on stream, but everything should be revealed by mid-April, and I should be back doing Twitch streams then. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate you. Love y'all. Y'all stay hydrated, stay moist. I know people hate that word, but stay hydrated and moist for your favorite squid over here. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and I'm out.